Hi everyone, welcome to our lessons really on ethics and bias, and we're going to look into that because more and more it's becoming very prevalent in coverage and in news, and especially in the realm of broadcast. Um, this is very important because there are ethical standards that news organizations are supposed to be following. Although there's no police agency that writes them a ticket for ethics violations, it's kind of within the Society of Professional Journalists, an organization that kind of oversees and is a clearinghouse for these kind of issues, uh, can call different organizations on those kinds of things. Our job as journalists is to seek the truth, and to provide our readers and viewers with the kind of information they need to make decisions in an unbiased way. While we can give it context, you will see in perusing some of the TV channels at night, some of the talking heads on cable uh, have no compulsion to give both sides. They are extremely biased, and that goes for both Fox and CNN and MSNBC. They all have some political slant to their reporting when it comes to talking heads like Hannity and O'Reilly and Lawrence O'Donnell and people like that. Um, they make no qualms about they're there to give an opinion. Rachel Maddow, those kind of people. But unfortunately, readers and viewers confuse them with journalists and with the job of giving us unbiased facts that we can use to make judgments. And as we go through these next two sections, you're going to see how ethics are supposed to play a role, and how we are supposed to follow these rules when it comes to reporting. And you can easily distinguish now after seeing all this, and can see how someone like Hannity is nowhere close to being a journalist. He's an entertainer placed in his position to create viewership in order to sell ads. Same way with all the others that ilk. They are there just to pronounce an opinion that the most viewers will agree with so that they can view them, and then they can charge for a higher advertising rate because they have more viewers. In recent days or weeks, Bill O'Reilly's come under fire for sexual harassment charges again. And guess what? His ratings are through the roof. Either people are behind him and want to do that, or they want to see if he's going to break down. On the other hand, about 60 of his advertisers have left because they don't want to be associated with him. So it really goes to show that sometimes bias pays off and sometimes it can cost you. But what I want you to do, or there's like three or four things there to look at, including the Society of Professional Journalists Code of Ethics. You should know that well, and really remember those pillars. There are four areas of study there, and remember what those are. There's a PowerPoint, and then there's a video that was made many years ago called Outfoxed, and it purports to show bias on the part of Fox in its delivery of the news and such. Uh, Remember that most of these people are former Fox folks who are complaining, so take that with a grain of salt. But some of it has some roots in truth, but I wouldn't watch this and then clearly say, "Oh, Fox is biased," because some of their news reporting is good and on the level, but when it comes to that evening talking head stuff, they are really out there when it comes to uh, espousing the right, far right tone. So watch that, and then there's one discussion, just real basic. What do you think about bias? Have you seen bias in the news reporting? Maybe come up with a couple of examples. And then next week we will talk more about ethics, and we have an ethics quiz next week. Uh, so just enjoy this. This is kind of, to me, this is kind of fun, trying to find these ideas and examples of bias, and I think you will too. So it's not a real heavy week this week, and we're rushing towards the end. We're not far away from being done. So thanks, and I appreciate your time, and I hope everything's working out okay for you. See you later.